Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And the Minnesota Vikings are bringing in former Titans cornerback Tye Smith. So a little about Tye Smith. He was drafted in the 5th round by the Seattle Seahawks going back to 2015 out of Towson, and he appeared in 4 games as a rookie as he spent his 2016 season on the practice squad. And so he's certainly someone that, they're bringing in to add more depth to the defensive back room, which currently consists of, obviously they brought in Patrick Peterson, which was their key acquisition in the secondary this offseason. But they do have guys like, Jeff Gladney, Chris Boyd, Harrison Hand. So they do have some guys in that secondary that certainly, they'll be looking to come in and compete and try to improve upon that defense. And obviously when you have, people like Aaron Rodgers in your division, assuming that he still is in the division. But even if not, you're still going to need to have guys that can go out there and cover. And so certainly, it makes sense why they want to continue to add, more depth. And so he's going to have the opportunity to come in and try to compete, really. And so throughout all of his time with the Tennessee Titans, he has suited up for 40 games and has been able to accumulate a total of 62 tackles, including 1 tackle for a loss, as well as 2 forced fumbles, 2 pass defenses, and an interception. So certainly he has, about 7 games in which he got to start in terms of experience. And so that experience will hopefully propel him to be able to take that next step in his career moving forward. And so what do the scouts say about him, or what did they say about him, when he entered into the league, a couple years back? Is that they say he's your typical small school prospect. He's relatively raw with a number of issues to overcome, but he has enough upside to draw, attention. He ran like a 460 and a 40. And so they say he's physical, tall, and long. He's about 6 feet, nearly 200 pounds. And so they say he's a guy who can cover and make a play on the ball. And so shutting down receivers and forcing turnovers. And so that's really what the Seahawks had saw when they drafted him, honestly. Picked him up in the 5th round, wanted to add more depth to, at that time, what they already had. Obviously they value secondary. So they thought he would be someone that, has enough upside. And so this is, someone that the Vikings are going to be hoping to tap into that potential with him moving forward. So certainly a lot to like about him. And so when it comes to his production that he had at the, post NFL career, honestly, if you go back to just looking at him back in high school, he was a versatile performer. He played receiver and cornerback for his high school, and he also returned kicks. So literally playing every phase of the game: offense, defense, special teams. And he was the first team all-cap 8 selection as a senior, and named honorable mention for all conference as a junior. He helped his Wolverines post a 10-3 record as a senior and reached the 2nd round of the playoffs. He made 88 tackles and 4 interceptions in 2010 and broke up 8 passes. So certainly someone that, was a tremendous talent. He also played basketball, and he earned an All-American notice as a member of the track and field team. So definitely, that goes to show some of his, about him in terms of, what he possessed at the high school level, just, raw ability, honestly. And so, yeah, so a little bit more about his time actually, at the collegiate level down in Towson. He actually appeared in 11 games as a freshman, starting in 4, and his playing time increased as the season went on. He ranked 8th on his team that year with 49 tackles, recording 2 tackles for lost yardage and 1 quarterback hit. And also an interception. Well, 2 interceptions, actually. But an intercepted 2 passes for 45 yards and a touchdown. And then in 2012, he started all 11 games at cornerback and named the 3rd team All-Colonial Athletic Association. He led the Tigers with 75 tackles in 11 games. And then in 2013, as a member of the preseason All-Colonial Athletic Association team, he was named 2nd team All-CAA, and he ranked 8th in the league in passes defended with 14, 3rd in the team with 103 tackles, and started 15 of 16 games, and also had 4.5 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, and 2 interceptions. So he's certainly someone that can get after the ball, make plays, make tackles. And so it makes sense why he ended up getting drafted, as he has a ton of potential to him. And so I'm excited to see, how this is going to pan out for him moving forward. But with all that being said, Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find them here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.